Okay, students, we'll start today coordinate geometry. Now, in this part, we'll first understand about the coordinate axis, that's the x-axis and y-axis and origin, and we'll also understand how to plot points on graph and then how to solve simultaneous linear equations graphically. Okay. Now, in coordinate axis, the starting point we say as the origin. Okay, so this point is the starting point and we say that is the origin. Now from this origin, if we go towards the right, okay, so that means we are going towards x positive. Okay, so x positive. From here, if we go left, we are going towards x negative values. From this origin, if we go forward, means upward, that means we are going towards y positive, and if we go downward, that means we are going towards y negative. And since this origin is the starting point, we take this origin, the coordinate of this origin is 0, 0, where this 0, 0, any point, any coordinate point is mentioned as x, y. Now x, y means the first value is from the x-axis and the second value is from the y-axis. Now since this is the origin, at this point the value of x is also 0 and the value of y is also 0, and therefore the coordinate of origin O is always 0, 0. Okay. Now see. So as I told you, this is the origin. Now this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now this x-axis, I told you, as I have told you, this origin O, that is 0, 0. From origin, if I go right, so that is the positive and that is x value, positive x value. So we mark this one as x, and from here if we go this side, this is negative x value, and then this part we say as x dash. Similarly, from here if we go upward, this is the positive y value, so this is y, and from this origin if you go down, then this is negative y value, that is we say as y dash. Okay. Now if you have seen your graph paper, you can see that there are these boxes, you can see. Okay, and this box, the big box that you have, that is generally a 2 centimeter length. Okay, 2 centimeter graph we say, and between this big box you will see again this, and that means this is 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter, right? And in this 1 centimeter you will find there are 5 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means there are, so you will find this graphs like this. Okay, like this. And here also same thing, here also you will have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So like this, right? So you have this. So your graph, every big square looks like this. So every square look like this, and as I've told you, this is 2 centimeter and this is 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter each. So therefore, and here you have 10 divisions, and in this small box you have 5 divisions. Okay, so this is. Now generally while plotting, we take this 5 division as 1 unit. Okay, this 5 division, this small box as 1 unit, this will take as 2 unit, and then we take this one as 3 unit, this one as 4 unit. So like this we'll plot the graph. Okay, so I'm rubbing it and fresh. So we'll mark this one as 1, this is 2 unit, this is 3 unit, this is 4 unit, this is 5 unit, and so on. Okay, it goes up to infinity. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Now here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. And in this part you have, this is also positive value and this is also positive value. Okay, just like number line you have seen. In a number line, from here you go positive and from here you go negative, so like that. Now here, from here, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and so on. So this is -1, this is -2, this is -3, and this is -4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on. So okay, so this is how the coordinate axis looks. Now, as I have told you, any point, the first value is the x value and the second value is the y value. Now this, always remember the x coordinate. X coordinate is actually sometimes known as abscissa. Okay, this is a Latin word. And y coordinate, okay, y coordinate is known as ordinate. For example, say we have a point 2, 3. So in this point 2, 3, we say that abscissa equals to 2 and ordinate is equal to 3. Okay, we also say x coordinate as 2 and y coordinate as 3, or we also say abscissa as 2 and ordinate as 3. Okay, now suppose they ask me to plot this point, plot 2, 3. That means the first value is x, that is 2, and the second value is y, that is 3. So for x it is 2 and for y it is 3. Okay, so this, the intersection of these two lines, okay, so this is 2, this is 3, so this point is 2, 3. Understand? Now if they say plot -2, 3, so again -2, 3 means the x coordinate is -2 and y coordinate is 3. So this is minus 2 and again this is 3. So we can say this point, say P dash. So this is P dash I am taking. So P dash as minus 2 comma 3. So that means this is minus 2 and this is 3. Okay. Now if they say minus 2 comma minus 3, minus 2 comma minus 3, so again the x value is minus 2 and y coordinate is minus 3. So this point, say P double dash, okay, P double dash, so that is minus 2 comma minus 3. Okay, so this point is minus 2 comma minus 3. Again if they tell us another point, say 2 comma minus 3, then 2 is this and minus 3 is this, so 2 is this and minus 3 is this. So we have P triple dash as 2 comma minus 3. Okay, understand? So this is how we plot the points in a graph. Now if you see that in fact this coordinate axis we can divide into 4 quadrant. Okay, 4 quadrant. Okay, quadrant means, you know, it's an 1/4 of a circle. So if you imagine this is a circle, then you know a quarter circle is known as a quadrant. So therefore we see this part as the first quadrant. This is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. Now in science we always turn anti-clockwise as the positive direction. So always we go anti-clockwise. So if this is the first quadrant, then if you turn anti-clockwise, then this is this we say as second quadrant. So this is the third quadrant and this is the fourth quadrant. Understand? Now if you see, if a coordinate value has both positive, that means it will always lie in the first quadrant. That means in this part both the values will be positive. In the second quadrant, the first value will be negative and the second value will be positive. In the third quadrant, you have both value negative. The first value is negative and the second value is also negative. In the fourth quadrant, the first value is positive and the second value is negative. Okay. So therefore sometimes they ask in which quadrant point 2, 3 will lie. So it's not necessary that you have to plot the point and understand. Without plotting the point also you can understand. If you remember this, that first quadrant positive positive, second quadrant is negative positive, third quadrant is negative negative, fourth quadrant is positive negative. So if both are positive, that means it will always belong to first quadrant. So P 2, 3 belongs to first quadrant. Then P dash, say minus 2, 3, that's a negative positive. Negative positive always belongs to the second quadrant. Then negative negative, say minus 2, minus 3, negative negative means it will lie on the third quadrant. And then positive negative means it will lie on the fourth quadrant. Understand? So this is about the plotting of points and axis. And one more thing, when we say axis is singular. Okay, you will find both this word singular. Like when we say x-axis and we say y-axis, that means we are talking about only one axis. And when we say axis, axis, that is plural. Okay, so that means when we say coordinate axis, axis, That means we are talking about both axes. That means we are talking about both axes, x and y. So when it is plural, we spell as AXES. When it is singular, we spell as AXIS. Okay, so you have to remember here the first thing is that you have to understand what is origin. Origin is a starting point. You have to understand about x. You have to understand about x dash, that is negative x. Again, similarly, y as the positive of y and y dash as negative of y. You have to understand about first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. First quadrant means both positive, positive. Sorry. Second quadrant means negative, positive. Third quadrant means negative. And fourth quadrant is positive, negative. Also, you have to remember that any coordinate point we mark as x comma y. X comma y means the first value is always the x value and the second value is y value. The x coordinate is known as abscissa and the y coordinate is known as ordinate. Say for example, when I say point -2, 3, that means we say the abscissa is -2 and the ordinate is 3. Okay, understand? Okay. Now remember, these are some very important points. Okay, if a point is on x-axis, that means if a point lie on x-axis, then its y coordinate, that is the abscissa, will be 0. Understand? So try to understand. If I say this point, now what will be the coordinate of this point? The x coordinate is 1 and the y coordinate is nothing. So this point is 1, 0. This point is 2, 0. This point is 3, 0. This point is 4, 0. This is 5, 0 and so on. Okay. Say this point -1, this will be -1, 0. This will be -2. So this will be -2, 0. So you can understand, whenever you have the value of y as 0, that means that point surely lie on the x-axis. It lie on the x-axis. So if a point is on x-axis, then its y coordinate, that is abscissa, equals to 0. Similarly, if a point is on y-axis, then its x coordinate will be 0, right? So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So coordinate of this point. Now this point, the first value is of x value and the second value is y value. So y value is 1, but unless we go left and right, the x value will not change. So x here origin is 0, 0. So that means the coordinate of this is, the x value is 0, y is 1. So 0, 1. Coordinate of this will be 0, 2. Coordinate of this will be 0, 3. And coordinate of this will be 0, 4 and so on. Right? So here also this is -1, -2, -3, -4. So this coordinate will be 0, -1. This will be 0, -2. This will be 0, -3. This will be 0, -4. This will be 0, -5. Okay, understand? So these are very important. You have to understand all this. Okay. Okay, now see this question. Now here they told plot the points A 4, 0, B 0, 3 and find the area of the triangle AOB where O is the origin. Okay, so here also first we will draw the coordinate axis as usual. And as I have told you that this is 1 centimeter and this full is 2 centimeters. So in this type of questions, in your graph paper, in the right hand side top corner, you should always write the scale. Now how to write the scale? Now scale here, whatever length you have taken as 1 unit, that will write here like this. Now I have told you this is 1 centimeter, so we will write here scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. And here also in x-axis also we have taken 1 centimeter as 1 unit, and in y-axis also we have taken 1 centimeter as 1 unit. So we will write here scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, both axes. Okay, both axis. So this you have to write the scale first. Okay, so we'll write the scale 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit as both axes. And then they told plot the point a4 comma 0. So you can understand a4 comma 0. So x is 4, y is 0. So this point is a and 4 comma 0. Then they told b 0 comma 3. Now b 0 comma 3. So this point is b and 0 comma 3. And they told also find the area of the triangle AOB, where O is the origin. Now this O, this is O. Okay, you know O is the origin, that is 0 comma 0. So we got this point, and the third point O. Now, so this is the plotting, and now they also told to find the area. Okay, so now you get this triangle. You can understand, you are getting this triangle. And now we'll get the area. So in the single line portion, you know, in a graph copy, one side you have the graph part and the other side you have a single line page. So in the single line page you have to solve that. So you'll write area. You know, area of a triangle is half into base into height. So that actually means half into OA, right? OA into OB into OB, and that is half. And you can understand OA. So OA, you can see it is 4 units. So you'll write 4. And OB, this is 3, right? So 3. And finally what you have? You have 6, and you will write as 6 square units. Okay, square units. So that is the answer. So this is how we can do this type of sum. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. Here they told. Now we'll know how to draw lines. Okay, in a graph. Draw the lines x equals to 2, x equals to minus 3, y is equal to minus 3, and y is equal to 4, like this. Okay. Now see, when they say draw line x equals to 2, you know, this is x-axis and this is 2, means positive, this is positive. So x equals to 2 means this is x2. This point, at this point the value of x is 2. Now they told to draw a line x equals to 2. So when they say like this, x equals to 2, we'll draw a line perpendicular to x-axis passing through this point 2. So this line, try to understand this line, infinite up and infinite down. So this line is known as x equals to 2. Understand? This full line. Okay, so you know, a line is always never ending. Okay, this is not a line segment, this is a line. Line segment is a part of a line, but this is a line. So x equals to 2. X equals to 2 means from point 2, from x2, we'll draw a line which is perpendicular to x-axis. So this line is x equals to 2. Now you can ask, sir, why this is x equals to 2? You try to understand. At this point, on this line, wherever you go, the value of y will change, but the value of x will be always 2, right? Is it not? try to understand, when I say this point, if I say this point, so this point will be what? This point, the coordinate of this point will be 2, 1, right? Now if I say this point, the coordinate of this point will be 2, 2. If I say this point, the coordinate of this point will be 2, 3. If I say this point, the coordinate of this point will be 2, 4. If I say this point, the coordinate of this point will be what? 2, -1. This will be 2, -2. This will be 2, -3. So try to understand, in every case the value of x is 2. Because it lies at this position. And therefore this line is known as x equals to 2. Understand? So when they say x equals to 2 means this line is called x equals to 2. Okay. So let me clear this first. So that means, first they told draw a line x equals to 2. So I'll take at this point, from this point. So this line is x equals to 2. Okay. Now if they say x equals to -3, again x equals to -3 is from here. So from here again I will draw a line perpendicular. So again this is x equals to -3. And now they told y equals to -3. Y is equal to -3 means, you see, this is y now. And the value of y -3 is this point. And y is equal to, when they say y equals to -3 or y is equal to something, then from y-axis I will draw a line perpendicular. Okay. So y-axis, this is -3. So from this point, okay, from this point I'll draw a line perpendicular. So you can understand this line is y is equal to -3. And then y equals to 4. Y equals to 4, again y, this is 4. So this point, so this is y is equal to 4. Understand? Clear? Now they told find the area of the quadrant, find the area of the quadrilateral form. So you can find that you got a quadrilateral here. Okay, so you can see you got a quadrilateral. Okay, now you have to find the area of this part. Okay, now if if I say this is A, B, C, D, so we have to find the area of this quadrilateral. Okay, now area, you know, since this is a rectangle, okay, this is a rectangle, so you know rectangle means length into breadth. So you can say area is equal to length into breadth. Now we can find out the length. Okay, by simple measuring this length, you can see from here to here, it is 4, and from here to here it is 3, right? So that means 4 plus 3, right? So this distance AD, this distance length, that is 4 plus 3, that is 7 units, right? 7 units. And now this length, okay, breadth. So you can understand from here to here, so here to here it is 2, so it is 2 here. And from here to here it is how much? 3 units. From here it is 3 units. The distance is 3. Okay. So 3 plus 2, it is 5 units. So what we get? 35 square units. So this is the area. Okay. Now see, they can also ask find the coordinates of A, B, C, D. Coordinates. So what will be the coordinates of A? That's very easy. Coordinates of A, you can understand coordinates of A will be 2, 4. 2, 4. Similarly, coordinates of B will be what? -3, 4. Okay. B is -3, 4. Again C will be what? C will be minus 3 comma minus 3, right? So C will be minus 3 comma minus 3, and D will be what? D will be 2 comma minus 3, right? D will be 2 comma minus 3. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. Now this is simultaneous linear equation, but we'll solve this in graph, okay, graphically. That will solve these two equations, 2x plus 3y minus 18 equals to 0 and 4x minus 3y equals to 0. Okay. Now this graph part we'll do later. First we'll do find the values of x and y in the single line part of your graph copy. Okay. What we'll do, first we will convert each of this equation in terms of y. Okay. That means, say this one, 2x plus 3y minus 18 equals to 0. Then this means what? 3y, you get 18 minus 2x, and then you have y equals to 18 minus 2x by 3. Understand? So you have to convert the equation in terms of y. Okay. Now you will put suitable values of x. Suitable values of x means you can put x equals to 0, or x equals to 1, or x equals to 2, or x equals to minus 1, or x equals to minus 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. So any number randomly one by one, and you get the respective value of y. Okay, but you should take such a value such that you get a proper value for y. Now try to understand. Say suppose say if you take x equals to, you can take 0 also. Now if you put x equals to 0, what you get as y? You get 18 minus 2 into 0 by 3. You get 18 by 3 and you get 6. So this is a proper value. So this is okay. This we can take. X equals to 0 we can take, because y we are getting a proper value. We are not getting in decimals or unnecessary fractions, because then we'll have a problem in plotting in the graph. Now if you take x equals to 1, just try to understand. If you take x equals to 1, then what you get? Okay, you get y equals to 18 minus 2 into 1 by 3. Now what you are getting, you see, you are getting 18 minus 2, you are getting 16 by 3. So it's a fraction, and then you will get decimal, 5 point something. You will have a problem in plotting this, right? So don't take x equals to 1. So you don't take x equals to 1. So like this you have to skip the values. So don't take 1. Now try with 2. Now if you have a problem with 2, then try with 3, or you can try with minus 1, you can try with minus 2, you can try with minus 3, and so on. Okay. So if I put x equals to 2 also, right, x equals to 2 also, then you also will have a problem. But if we put x equals to 3, when x equals to 3, we get what? Y is equal to 18 minus 2 into 3 by 3. You get 18 minus 6. 18 minus 6 is 12 by 3, and that is 4. So this is a better value. So we can take this value, right? Similarly, we can also take when x equals to 6. Okay. Then we get y equals to 18 minus 2 into 6 by 3. What you are getting? 18 minus 12. So we get 6 by 3, right? We get 6 by 3, and therefore we get y is equal to 2. Okay, understand? So we get y equals to 2. Okay. Now we will okay, now we will make a box. Okay, we'll make a box. Like this. So at least we'll take like this 3 values. Okay, 3 values will be enough, not less than 3 value. So minimum we have to take 3 values. So we'll make here, we'll write here x, we'll write here y, and then we'll put this value. What we have put 0. When x equals to 0, we got y equals to 6. So x equals to 0 and y is equal to 6. Similarly, when x equals to 3, then we get y equals to 4. And then when x equals to 6, and then we have y equals to 2. Understand? So we got this as, we get for the first line. Okay, with these 3 points, when we plot, we'll get a straight line. Always we'll get a straight line. Okay, if you are not getting a straight line, that means you have done some mistakes in these values. Okay, so please check it. Again, similarly, we'll find the second one. 4x minus 3y equals to 0. Then again we will convert this one into in terms of y. So what we get? 4x equals to 3y. That means 3y equals to 4x, and therefore we can say y equals to 4x by 3. Okay, so this is also very easy because you don't have any, this constant number you don't have, so it's only a small equation. So we can again put some suitable values of x, so that we can get the suitable value for y. So now we can start with, say, when we can start with 0, x equals to 0, we get what? Y equals to 4 into 0 by 3, we get 0. Then again, when we can take x equals to 0, so we get x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Now we can also take x equals to 3, we can take when x equals to 3, because 1 and 2 again the values will be in fraction, right? So you should skip 1 and 2. We can take x equals to 3, so x equals to 3, then we get what? Y equals to 4 into 3 by 3. So you can understand, we get y is equal to 4. And then we can also take when x equals to, we can take 6. Okay, then what we get? Y is equal to 4 into 6 by 3. So we get y equals to 8. Okay, we get y equals to 8. And similarly here also we'll make a box. So this is x and this is y. So again, when x equals to 0, we get y equals to 0, so x 0 and y 0. Then x equals to 3, y equals to 4. Then x equals to 6 and y equals to 8. Understand? And now we'll plot this line and this line. Okay, we'll draw this line and this line. So first we'll draw this line. So what was our coordinate first? X and y. So this is 0, 6. Okay, so first we'll draw 0, 6. So x is 0 and y is 6, means you can understand this value, this point. Okay, this point is 0, 6. So this point is 0, 6. Next what we have? Okay, next what we have? 3, 4. So this is 3 and this is 4. 3, 4. Yes, I also forgot to mention one this. You have to already have told you have to write the scale also. Scale. Again I told you this is generally we take 1 centimeter. We'll write 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit, both x and y axis. Okay, so the scale you should always write, and always remember on the graph sheet all pencil. So you should not use any pen. You can do this calculations in the single line with pen. Okay. So this is the second point, 3, 4, and the third point is how much you are getting? this one 18 minus that is 3 comma 6 comma 2, right? 6 comma 2. So this is 6 and this is 2. Okay, and as I have told you here, if your values are correct, then when you join these 3 points, you will always get a straight line. Okay, so you will always get a straight line like this. So this is the one line you are getting. Then we will draw this line also. So first 0 comma 0, so 0 comma 0, you know, this is the origin. So this point itself is 0 comma 0. Then what you have, 3 comma 4, then you have 3 comma 4, that is this point itself is 3 comma 4, and then you have 6 comma 8, 6 comma 8, in fact 8 there is no space here, so you can increase this. Okay, so this is 8, so you have 6 and this is 8, right? 6 comma 8. Okay, so this point is 6 comma 8. Now if you join this, you can understand this also you are getting straight line. And they told you solve means you have to find the value of x and y. Okay, so now I don't have space, therefore I am writing here, but you should write in the single line. So you can understand wherever these two lines intersect, that value is the value of x and y. Understand? So from here it is clear, the value of x equals to 3 and value of y is equal to 4. So you can write x equals to 3 and y is equal to 4. So whenever they give you this two means equation of line like this 2, and then they ask you solve, with each of the equation you have to calculate and find out the points, at least 3 points. Okay, then plot those 3 points and draw the lines, and wherever the two lines will intersect, that intersecting coordinate point is the value of x and y. So like here you have the value of x as 3 and y as 4, and this is the answer. Understand? And if if you want to verify, you can solve them simultaneously. You know, algebraic method you have done simultaneous linear equation. If you solve them algebraically also, then also you will get the same value, 3 and 4. Okay, so this is the graphical part of coordinate geometry, and in my next video I will upload videos of distance formula. Okay, that is also a part of coordinate geometry, but in that part you don't require any graph paper. Okay, but on this part, whenever you are watching this video, it is always better take a graph copy, be ready with pencil and paper, and then you draw according, means with me, with the video, then you will always have a proper understanding. Okay, that's all for this. Okay.